floating bodies. Introduction. You must have seen that some things float on water while others sink. But what is that property which makes things float or sink? Light bodies float on the surface of water while heavy bodies sink. To understand these terms heavy and light, we should encounter a new term, density. Density plays an important role in this chapter. But what is density? Density is defined as mass per unit volume. Density is equal to mass by volume. Units: gram per centimeter cube or kilogram per meter cube. Therefore, we say the denser object is heavy and lighter object is less denser. Relative density. We use a lot of liquids and objects whose densities widely differ. So, then how do we compare them? To solve this problem, we use relative density. Relative density is of two types: relative density of solids, relative density of liquids. Relative density of solids. Relative density is comparing the density of each object with that of water. Relative density of liquids. Pour water in the overflow vessel until it starts dripping from its beaker. When water stops dripping from the beaker, place the 50 ml measuring cylinder under it. Slip the object gently into the overflow vessel, ensuring that the water does not splash out. Object is in the overflow vessel, water flows out of the beaker and collects in the 50 ml cylinder. Wait till the flow stops. The object should be fully immersed in water. If the object is not fully immersed, push it into the water with a pin. Relative density of an object is equal to density of an object by density of water. To obtain relative density, we must first weigh the object and then weigh an equal volume of water and compare both of them. For relative density of liquids, we need to find the weight of a fixed volume of the liquid and the weight of an equal volume of water. Relative density of a liquid is equal to weight of the liquid by weight of the same volume of water. Upward force in liquids. When we put an object on the surface of water, the force of gravity pulls it down. But some objects do float on the surface of water. There must be an upward force to balance the force of gravity. This is the upward thrust exerted by water. If thrust is less than gravitational force, then the object will sink. Atmospheric pressure. The pressure exerted by air is called atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure is the force per unit area exerted on a surface by the weight of air above that surface in the atmosphere of Earth. All objects on the surface of the Earth are subjected to constant atmospheric pressure. We may not experience it, but we can measure it using barometers. Normally, the atmospheric pressure in a mercury barometer shows a column of 76 centimeters of mercury, which is equal to 1 atmospheric pressure. Also, 1 atmosphere is equal to 1.01 into 105 N by M square is equal to 105 Pascal. Buoyancy. Buoyancy is an upward force exerted by a fluid that opposes the weight of an immersed object. Buoyant force is equal to the weight of the liquid displaced by the object. Thus, a column of fluid or an object submerged in the fluid experiences great pressure at the bottom of the column than at the top. This difference in pressure results in a net force that tends to accelerate an object upward. The magnitude of that force is proportional to the difference in the pressure between the top and the bottom of the column and is also equivalent to the weight of the fluid that would otherwise occupy the column, that is, the displaced fuel. Archimedes principle. Archimedes principle states that when a body is immersed in a fluid, it experiences an upward force of buoyancy equal to the weight of fluid displaced by the immersed portion of the body. The apparent loss of weight of the immersed body is equal to the weight displayed by the stone, that is, equal to the force of buoyancy exerted by water. Pascal's principle. This principle states that external pressure applied to an enclosed body of fluid is transmitted equally in all directions throughout the fluid volume and the walls of the containing vessel. This is the principle behind hydraulic lifts and other various applications of hydrolysis.
మా వీడియో కనుక మీకు నచ్చినట్లయితే లైక్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి. ఇలాంటి మరిన్ని వీడియోస్ కోసం మా ఛానల్ని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకోవడం మాత్రం మర్చిపోకండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ ఫర్ వాచింగ్.